Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's session. In today's session, we'll continue with the module 3, business intelligence concepts and application. In the previous class, we just looked overall into what is the business intelligence, then what is the meaning of the business, and how the records or the data is generated, how the records are saved. Okay, it could be on electronic media or paper media. So those are the ways the information is stored for our all the purposes of our information technology. We will be using the databases, data warehouses. We discussed about that. And this huge piling of the information or the historical data has hidden patterns. Okay, this you have a data about the customers, you have the data about the transactions, you have the data about the payments, returns. Suppose if it is a sales related application, there are information about all the aspects about the business. So when you are having a historical data, when you are keeping the data historically, there are certain hidden patterns in that particular data, which can be extracted using data mining techniques and other ML techniques. Those hidden patterns or the hidden information or the hidden knowledge can be extracted, and that information can be used for the future of the business. Either it can be a future of the business or improving the customer satisfaction, or maybe creating a new needs for the customers or probable needs for the customers. We can do lot of the application once you have the data mining done, based on the what information is getting revealed. There are tremendous applications that we can have. Business intelligence is an umbrella term that includes variety of IT applications that are used to analyze the organization's data and communicate the information to relevant users. So that is the whole idea of the business intelligence. And uh, when we understand what is a business is doing some activity which will generate revenue. Okay, that is the basic business. It will generate employment. It will provide the livelihood for many. That is the business. So basically, worth is getting created, wealth is getting created. So in order the wealth or the worth is getting created, you do so many activities that are part of the business that will generate the records or the data, what we call as a record data. So for example, when you are doing a business, you purchase from the suppliers, okay, raw materials, that is a record. When you purchased, how much you purchased, what you purchased, so that's a information. Then using that raw material, you will convert it into a finished product, and you will do the sales activity, you do the marketing activity. All those are again data transactions. When you do the sales, you are selling to somebody. uh, when selling to somebody means somebody is your customer, you will have a customer information. Then all the sales transactions will be there, payment information will be there. All that forms the data. So business activities create the data, and we do the data mining activity on this data. So as we discussed in brief in previous class, there are very many data mining techniques that we can adopt, and we can try to get uh, the hidden information or the hidden pattern that is inside the data, and that will create that is a kind of the intelligence that is built in into the data or hidden into the data that you are extracting. And based on that information, whatever the information that is getting revealed, you are making changes to the business, you are improving the business. Okay, or something is not good based on the whatever the data, so you are altering your business. So business intelligence is used for the improvement of the business, improvement of the customer satisfaction, customer needs. Those are the key factors how the business can improve, and how business can sustain. And also we talked about what is the other needs for the business intelligence. We don't know, like a lot of competitors are there, and how they are performing, and maybe you have some information about the market and the competition, how you are doing against that, and what is the trend of the industry. Okay, let's say your business is in the automobile sector, how automobile industry is moving and how your business is moving. So all those indicators. So uh, there is no limit on how many indicators you can have. It is up to the business or the analyst of the business, who will decide, who will basically, this is for the management, it is for the top management, who can make a decisions, who are decision makers for the company. So whatever the kind of input they require, the business intelligence will provide that kind of information. Okay, the information is a lifeblood of business. So, as I said, it is a lifeline. Information is the lifeline. If you don't have the information, maybe you may not sustain in the business. So that is the lifeline. Business use many techniques for understanding their environment and predicting the future of their own benefit and the growth. Decisions are made from facts and feelings. So whenever, so I told you this particular cycle where the decisions are made by the top management or the leadership. Those decisions are made on the facts. So the facts that is really that is revealed by the your analytics, that is the support, one of the support for making their decision, apart from just the feeling. So general feeling based on the experience of the leadership and the management team, based on their feeling, gut feeling, they can make certain decisions. But if it is supported with the facts, then that decision will might be like the success rate of that decision will be very high. Data-based decisions are more effective than those based on just the feelings alone. Or feelings, or the gut feelings, is very very important, and but there should be some data supporting that feeling. So that comes from the business intelligence. Organization should gather, shift through it, analyze and mine the data, find insight, and then embed those insights into their operating procedures. So whenever we say data mining, the result of the data mining is finding the insights, or you can say finding the information, finding the knowledge, finding the idea. So basically, it is just the insight what we are getting, and according to that insight, we can change the organization's operating procedures, or we can plan for the future activity. This is one example they have given about Khan Academy caselet. I hope everybody knows about the Khan Academy. Khan Academy is a education-based system, and it caters. There are like thousands of videos that are being done on various knowledge areas, which covers from the primary education to secondary education to higher education. So it covers a lot of information, and there are certain analytics that is done on the students, the way they are progressing, the way they are working, which will help both the students as well as the teachers to understand how they are progressing, and how the overall class is progressing. So you can see here. So if you have a question, how does the dashboard improve the teaching experience and the students' learning experience? Uh, so we can design. So some of the metrics that you will see here will tell about how the progress is. What is the trend of that class, what is the knowledge area they are gaining whenever you complete certain module along with the test. So it will show up the percentage wise from the class, how many students are doing particular area, how many students have completed, how many students have not completed. So all those information is shown there, and also you can uh, put in some of the widgets we can put in and track our own career. BI for better decisions. So always business intelligence. You have to remember why the organizations do the business intelligence. Now every organization in the world, every company in the world has a BI part. So that is the crucial part which will drive their decisions. And every organization has some or the other kind of a business intelligence inbuilt in their system. The future is inherently uncertain. Risk is the result of a probabilistic world where there are no certainty and complexities bound. So, whenever we are talking about the results and the future, okay, everything, there are a lot of uncertainties are there because there are various external factors that will influence the business, and some of the factors are directly controlled. We can control them directly, and some of the factors are external, that is there is a no control of the business on those. That those factors will have a huge impact on running the business. So one way to mitigate those kind of a risk is having some kind of a intelligence that built, so that will probably take some of the risk, some of the risks are mitigated, and there can be some kind of a plan put in for those kind of a risk. People use crystal balls, astrology, palmistry, groundhogs, and also mathematics and numbers to mitigate the risk in decision making. So this is like these are the examples. Some businesses it's very risky to rely on such methods because mitigating the risk should be with the proper business intelligence. So whenever you have a proper business intelligence, you can very well mitigate some of the risk, and decision making will be much easier. The goal is to make effective decisions while reducing risk. Business calculate risk and make decisions based on a broad set of facts and insights. Okay, so decisions are based on the whatever the facts and figures. Okay, company financials, company strength, SWOT analysis. So based on the SWOT analysis, and one more is the insight. Whatever the insight we get from the business intelligence, that is a it plays a very crucial role in decision making. Reliable knowledge about the future can help managers make the right decisions with a lower level of risk. So that is why BI is very very helpful in making a better decisions. So types of the decisions. There are two main kinds of decisions. One is a strategic decision, and another one is the operational decision. So, what is a strategic decisions? Certain decisions are done which will have a long-term impact. Okay, for example, there are certain decisions made by the leadership to drive the certain organization, like in 5 years how the organization should be, or what the organization should be in 10 years, in 20 years. So those are the strategic decisions, or venturing into a new business domain. Okay, that is a strategic decision. And other decisions are the excuse me, operational decisions. What is the operational decisions? Operational decisions are mainly decisions related to the day-to-day activities, carrying out the business smoothly without any problem. Those are called as the operational decisions. So those are the two types of decisions, and every organization has to continuously keep on doing the strategic as well as the operational decisions. BI can help make both better. Strategic decisions are those that impact the direction of the company. The decision to reach out to a new customer set would be a strategic decision. Operational decisions are more routine and tactical decisions. As I told you, strategic decisions are mainly concerned with acquiring new businesses, acquiring new customer segment, then utilizing the technology, what kind of a technology, how to basically those decisions will give a direction to the organization. So these are for the long run. Operationals are these are for the whatever the routine activities that are carried out. For that we have to do the operational decisions, and they are focused on developing greater efficiency. Whatever the operations that are being carried out, that can be carried out with the highest efficiency and the highest productivity. Updating an old website with the new features will be an operational decisions. So having a website is a strategic decision, and let's say having a website on a cloud or having a mobile application, those are the strategic decisions that organization will take. And operational decisions is we want to add some features, update the website or the mobile application. Those are the operational decisions. Operation decisions can be more efficient using an analysis of past data. A classification system can be created and modeled using the data of past instances to develop a good model of the domain. For making the operational decisions, primarily whatever the data you have, historical data, that will form a analysis on that data will have a crucial information that will reveal, that will help with the operational decisions, and business can come up with a better model of their operational activity. This model can help improve the operational decisions in future. BI can help automate operations, level decision making, and improve efficiency by making millions of micro level operational decisions in a model driven way. So that's how we can have a model, and that model can reveal lot of operation which will we can automate those decisions, and the model will take care of the all the operational most of the operational decisions. A decision tree based model could provide a consistently accurate loan decisions. For example, when we are talking about the model for the operational decisions, suppose we have an example of a bank which provides a loan. So then we have a decision tree based model. For example, uh, uh, first of all, whom they will provide the loan, what kind of a loan, right? So you can think this as a structured loan, type of the loan. So you can branch it out. So we have different types of loan: educational loan, housing loans, then automobile loans. So customer, so we can drive down. So suppose it is a housing loan, then uh, then next your check would be like the income, right? What is the income? Based on the income, then based on the profile, family history, credit history, there are thousands of factors based on the age. So we can have a very structured model, and using which we can make a decisions for the whether to provide a loan or not. So that is like a one good example of operational decisions. Developing such decision tree models is one of the main applications of data mining techniques. And similarly, in case of a healthcare, also we can have a decision model. The minute patient visits the hospital, we can have some kind of a decision tree model where we can accurately take the particular patient to a particular division of the hospital where he will be provided with a proper healthcare. And also there can be a decision tree based on the health parameters, like based on the BP, sugar level, then the conditions, existing conditions, like hypertension, or so we can have a structured model, and that model can give some kind of a decision. So we can have like a ML model, and there are many ML model are built for example, a person is having diabetes or not, yes or no classification. So based on a certain data, right? I told you the certain data is like their blood sugar level, their BP. There are thousands of parameters. Based on that parameters, we can have a decision tree model which will just predict whether this person uh, 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 can have a diabetes or not. BI tool, business tools. Every organization uses the BI tool, business intelligence tools. Some are like proprietary, right? Based on their own ideas they must have built. Or in the market, there are many BI tools that are available, and every organization they used many BI tools. So if you want to see, for example, just say if you want to know which are the business tools that are available in the market, you can say top in, just you can say BI tools, that is all. Okay, so you can see here, these are the many tools that are available. MicroStrategy is there, Oracle Analytics Cloud, Click SaaS is there, then SciSense is there, Tableau is there, and Tableau CRM. CRM is the customer relationship management. Tibco is there, and if you want to see the open source top 10 BI, there are many open source tools also, like for example, Pentaho is there, BERT is there. Let me see. Okay, these are some of the open source BI tools we have. Find Report, and they have given the information about the BI tools. Then Tableau, okay, Tableau Public is there. Tableau is like both the licensed version as well as the open source is there. And BERT, as I told you, BERT is a very good tool. I have worked on reporting this BI tool, which provides a lot of reporting, lot of analytics, and also like whatever related to data. For example, ETL, okay, extract, transform, load. It provides a lot of functionality functions for doing transformations. BERT is there. Then NIME is there. Databox, Metabase. So these are the open source BI tools. And if you are interested in the Pentaho, Pentaho is also a very good BI tool. If you are interested in any of these tools, this can be downloaded. And as far as the industry is concerned, BI roles, there are a lot of BI rules are there. Those BI roles are like maybe you can say it as a data science or a data scientist roles, or a business analyst roles. Those business analyst roles, those roles will require you to have a knowledge about these tools. And using these tools, you can run your own analytics. You can create dashboards for the for the leadership. And always you have to remember, all these tools for are not for the general users. the BI tools are meant for the decision makers. Okay, decision makers is like a the leadership team. Uh, for them, it is the useful how to create these different models. That is the job of a data analyst or the business analyst. BI includes a variety of software tools and techniques to provide the managers with the information and insights needed to run the business. So basically, it will provide the information to the decision makers, managers, so that they can get some insights, and based on those insights, they can drive the business or make the decisions. And information can be provided about the current state of affairs with the capability to drill down into details. Excuse me. Normally, how information is provided. Let us say the company is having businesses all over the world. Maybe in the dashboard, it will show the total sales all over the world. That is what business is interested. It will show that when you click on that, it will drill down to maybe continent wise, Europe, Americas, Asia. Okay, then if you drill down each of these continent, you will see the country wise sales. So that is how for them it is very the for making the decision, and to navigate the information so easily, so that they can get the all the information. So it is like driving the particular dashboard from higher level information to the very detailed information. As I example I told, higher level information is the total sales that company is having. And if they are interested, they can drill down. If they are interested continent wise, country wise, so it will drill down into the more details. So information can be provided about the current state of affairs with the capability to drill down into details, and also insight about the emerging patterns. So emerging patterns, they might be clearly visible or they might be hidden. So let us say you are showing the sales of the different regions, different countries. If I put that information as a graph, then it will easily tell you like the graph, the way the graph is moving. You will come to know year on, okay, whether the sales are increasing or decreasing. So that kind of a information will be provided. So user will understand those patterns. And if there are multiple products, you can display it on the those graphs, how those multiple products are doing. Some products are increasing in their sales, some are declining. So that is a pattern. So maybe the products that are increasing in the sales and the products that are decreasing in the sales, there might be some correlation. Okay, based on what kind of a products, based on the analysis, based on the correlation, the company can make a decision why the sales is going down, how it can be improved. Emerging patterns which lead to the projections into the future. BI tools include data warehousing, online analytical processing, social media analytics, reporting, dashboards, querying, and data mining. So, I showed you some of the BI tools. They provide everything for starting from extracting the data to the displaying the all the graphs, very good. Well designed UI, GUI widgets that will show the data in a very perfect manner, by which anybody can understand what is the hidden pattern, what is the trend. Okay, and also all these tools they provide the reporting. Reporting is a one important aspect of the all the BI tools. BI tools can range from very simple tools that include that could be considered end user tools, to very sophisticated tools that offer very broad and complex set of functionality. So it basically there are BI tools that are available, and as per industry's requirement, whether they want to have a very simple BI system or a very complex BI system based on their complexity of their business. They can choose to have different kinds of tools. The capability of every BI tool is different. According to the business needs, the BI tools can be selected. A spreadsheet tool such as Microsoft Excel can act as an easy but effective BI tool by itself. So even the Microsoft spreadsheet, what we have, Excel we have, it has lot of inbuilt statistical tools and a lot of options. And though if the business is very simple, we can use the Excel for running some of the these kinds of stats. And in in your third or the fourth module, there are some examples. We will see the samples. The examples are shown with the spreadsheet using the Microsoft Excel. Data can be downloaded and stored in the spreadsheet, then analyzed to produce insight, and then presented in the form of graphs. So it has all the option to display the graph. You can have the data. Already you know that we can nicely store the data in a tabular structure in Excel, and the same data can be used to show the graph. Okay, there are many graphs that are provided in the Microsoft Excel. Many graphs can be shown different. When we say graphs, like it can be like a pie chart, it can be a bar chart, any kind of a chart we can display. The system offers limited automation using macros and other features. So there are macros are there, so using which we can create some of the automation. The analytic features include basic statistical and financial functions. Pivot tables help do the sophisticated what if analysis. Add-on modules can be installed to enable the moderately sophisticated statistical analysis. So many things are included in Excel, and with that, we can have a reasonable amount of analysis that can be done in the Excel itself. Then a dashboarding system such as IBM Cognos or Tableau can offer a sophisticated set of tools for gathering, analyzing, and presenting the data. So these tools, what I showed you, the open source tools as well as the one commercially available with a license, they are very sophisticated and they have a very nice dashboard. Okay, the way the leadership wants to see the dashboard, we can easily configure that particular dashboard. At the user end, modular dashboards can be designed and redesigned easily with the graphical user interface. The backend data analytical capabilities include many statistical functions. The dashboards are linked to data warehouses at the back end to ensure that the tables and the graphs and other elements of the dashboards are updated in real time. So whatever the data that is getting fed from the backend, we can have all the scripts that are running, getting the data in real time, so that whatever the dashboard the user is seeing, that information is real time, and those graphs are showing the trends of the real time. So this is the one example of the dashboard. Okay, so this is about some telecom website. So this shows like in a easy graphical manner we can understand what are the major portions of the different segments. So if these are the different segments, then you will understand what are the difference. So here you can see the sales. Maybe it is from three different products and based on a timeline. So if you see here in this graph, this particular uh, graph indicates that there is a decline in this particular period, and in the same period, this product is there is an increase. Okay, and you can see this particular product is like it is stagnant. It is neither increasing nor decreasing. So some this kind of information can be easily understood from the graphs. Data mining systems such as IBM SPSS Modeler are industrial strength system that provides capabilities to apply wide range of analytical models on large data set. Open source systems such as Veka are popular platforms designed to help mine large amount of data and discover the patterns. So one of the biggest challenge for any BI tool is the size of the data. The size of the data becomes very challenging when you have to run your analytics on huge pile of a data. So trillions of records are there. That is the capability of the BI tool, how effectively it can run those queries on those large data and get the results. BI skills. Okay, I told you BI skill. If you want to be be a data scientist, or you want to play a role of a BI specialist or the business analyst, then you must have the BI skill. Okay, as data grows and exceeds our capacity to make sense of it, the tools need to evolve, and so should the imagination of the BI specialist. Data scientist has been called as the hottest job for this decade. So as I said, like next, the trend in the IT industry is towards the data science. So there are a lot of requirement, and a lot of things can be, lot of projects can be executed in this particular area, and every organization, they are working in this area. So the data science jobs, they are going to increase, because we are in the still starting of the implementation of the data science related things. So there is a huge opportunity in this particular skill set. A skilled and experienced BI specialist should be open enough to go outside the box, open the aperture, and see wider perspective that includes more dimensions and variables in order to find important patterns and insights. So, as I told you, tools are there, different kinds of tools are there, different kinds of algorithms are there. It is the knowledge of the data analyst or the BI specialist, how he perceives that data, what is his understanding of the business. Okay, that plays a very crucial point when doing the analysis. That's why the BI should be able to think outside the box, because those patterns or those hidden trend, it is not easily captured. It requires a lot of knowledge about the all the statistical tools, all the knowledge about the business. Then only it will be easy to find the important patterns inside. So maybe like if you like a superficial knowledge about the business will result a superficial insights. Okay, something like superficial insights is like something is increasing, something is decreasing, things like that. But if you have the data scientist has a deep knowledge in these different skills, then he get a very good patterns. The problem needs to be looked at from a wider perspective to consider many more angles that may not be immediately obvious. An imaginative solution should be proposed for the problem so that interesting and useful results can emerge. So that is the skill of the business BI analyst or the data scientist. A good data mining project begins with an interesting problem to solve, and selecting the right data mining problem is the important skill. Okay, so always the data mining problem, the project, it will start with some kind of a interesting problem. For example, for a telecom company, it wants to understand the why there is a high rate of churn. Okay, churn means leaving their service and taking up the service of the competitor. That is the churning for the telecom. So uh, that's a one problem statement. And second problem statement could be a bank who issues the credit card. It wants to track the fraudulent transactions. Okay, that's a problem statement. You have a huge pile of data, and you want to find the fraudulent transaction, and you have to remember these fraudulent transactions has to be captured in the real time. Okay, so in the real time, those transactions should be denied, and information should be sent to the bank as well as the user of that particular credit card. So these are the some interesting problems. So always the data mining starts with such interesting problem. And then once you have the interesting problem, getting the right kind of a data and right kind of a analytics. It takes a lot of time and energy to gather, organize, cleanse, and prepare the data for mining other analysis. So when you talk about the data has its own quality issues. When we say quality issues, means there could be some missing data or the incorrect data, and there is a mismatch in the type. Okay, some are represented as numbers, some as characters. So we have to do lot of cleaning of that data. And once we have the clean good quality data, then that data will be more useful for the data mining or doing any kind of analysis. The data miner needs to persist with the exploration of the patterns in the data. Okay, what the meaning of that is, persistency is very important. uh, Data, the hidden patterns will not be revealed immediately, right? We have to have a different perspective, hundreds of views, right? We have to change our thinking, change our the perspective how we look at the data in order to find those patterns, right? The skill level has to be deep enough to engage with the data and make it yield useful insights. BI applications. So BI tools are required almost all industries and functions. I told you nowadays every organization they will have some kind of a BI tool, and the whatever the results they get from the BI tools, the insights they get from those BI tools, they use it for the purpose of the enhancing the business. The nature of the information and the speed of the action may be different across the business, but every manager today needs access to BI tools and have up-to-date metrics about the business performance. These are the some following some areas of applications of BI and data mining. I told you about the CRM, customer relationship management. So every organization will at least have the CRM tools. Okay, and we can have a full-fledged ERP, or we can just have the CRM and the just whatever is our industry's requirement or the company's requirement. He can have those systems. A customer relationship management, a business exists to serve customer. A happy customer becomes a repeat customer. A business should understand the need and sentiments of the customer, sell more of its offering to the existing customer, and also expand the pool of customers it serves. BI applications can impact many aspects of the marketing. So, uh, by doing this, we retain the customers. So, retaining one of the biggest challenge for all the companies who are in the telecom sector is to control the churn. Right? They want to retain the customers, and they by retaining the customer, they can have the existing business, and by acquiring new customers, they will have the new business. And the CRM tools will help in maximizing the returns on marketing campaigns. So, understanding the customer's pain points from database analysis can ensure that the marketing messages are fine tuned for better resonate with the customers. So, by running the campaigns, by understanding what are the pain points for the user and removing those pain points, we can maximize the return, improve customer retention. So this is what churn analysis. Customer retention is one of the biggest challenge for every organization, because over a time the customer will feel, okay, due to various reasons, to move on to the competitor. So that is the one biggest challenge. By getting the customer information, the kind of data insights we are getting, based on that there should be continuous change, and there should be some offerings that should be given to the existing customer, and we should reward the customers who are there for the long period, by providing discounts, free services. There are various ways by which we can retain the customer and maximize customer value, that is cross selling and upselling. We can achieve that. Then identify and delight highly valued customers. Okay, by so this is the most important aspect. Highly valued customers, highly valued customers have those customers who have given lot of business to the organization. So identifying them and rewarding them, so that can be will be that will be very useful. Then manage brand image. A business can create a listening post to listen to social media chatter about itself. It can then do sentiment analysis of the text and to understand the nature of the comments and respond appropriately to the prospects and customers. So this is like one of the sentiment analysis based on the feedback. So when customers are giving the feedback based on their product, the feedbacks would be in like millions. And when you are analyzing that, you have to analyze that text. You have to check the do the sentiment analysis, and based on that, you have to do the proper responding. Whatever the action that needs to be taken should be taken. That should be taken. Next is the healthcare and wellness. Healthcare is one of the biggest sector in advanced economies. Evidence-based medicine is the newest trend, and data-based healthcare management (BI) application can help apply the most effective diagnosis and prescriptions for various ailments. They can also help manage public health issues and reduce the waste and the fraud. So this is another big domain where we have the huge application of BI related things. Okay, business intelligence can be it can create a huge impact on the healthcare and wellness. And already we see the trends. A lot of technology has been used to do the analysis, which can be done by the doctors. Okay, for example x-rays. Okay, based on x-rays, there might be thousands of x-rays, and we can find certain patterns based on that. So we have basically patient history will be there, and we can run lot of analytics on that. One example I told you about, based on the patient's history and his blood report, we can predict whether he can have a diabetes or not, whether he can have a heart disease or not, whether he can have a hyper tension or not. So these are the many things. There are innumerable applications that we can have in this particular area. Then these are the different things we can have. Diagnose disease in patients by running the analysis. Okay, we can provide the diagnosis. Then treatment effectiveness based on the historical data, whatever the diagnosis that is used, whether that particular treatment is effective or not. Based on the data, we can make sure that which treatment would be effective. Then wellness management. So it will this wellness management will keep track of the health of the particular patient, and also it will recommend the changes based on the based on the activities and the past history. Manage fraud and abuse. Some medical practitioners have unfortunately been found to conduct unnecessary tests, right? So some of those irregularities can be managed using the BI applications. Then public health management. The management of the public health is one of the important responsibility of any organization, any government, and using effective forecasting tools, public health can be taken care of. And education, there is a lot of applications where BI can be applied, and which can give a greater results. Okay, so that field of education we will see in the next session.